What is up, guys? The Strong Boys 19 here. This is going to be a bit of a rant video on another topic that I did something very similar to this. I did a video on bands that I think are overrated in three separate halves. The overrated that I do like, the other thing of overrated that I don't like, and the other half of overrated I respect. So this is going to be something onto a topic, onto top 5 songs from some of my favorite bands that I don't like anymore. Now, this is all going to be in no particular order. This is just, really random. Just force myself to make this video. But I just think, why not piss some people off more? Some may agree, some may not. But at the end of the day, it is what it is. So, first band comes up into my mind, and this is from a band that I prefer the rock era than the later part where they changed their sound, and that band is Queen. I know that Queen have made so many singles, and with the latest stuff, really I'm getting so bored and completely agitated of hearing these singles all the time. But I cannot stand Bohemian Rhapsody. Bohemian Rhapsody is a great song when I first heard it, but for fuck's sakes, this song is not the best Queen song of all time, okay? I can't stand listening to this song anymore. Why do people always think of Bohemian Rhapsody as the best Queen song ever, yet alone just completely ignore a lot of the non-album singles? And yes, it still has beautiful harmonies, great musicianship, all this obvious stuff. But the song really pisses me off that I just can't stand listening to this all the time. It's not the best song of all time either. It's not the best Queen song ever. And I know there are worse songs that I really don't like, but Bohemian Rhapsody is the main song from a band like Queen that I did like, but this is the most overrated song they've ever done, to the point where it just makes me angry. So, there you go. Pissed some people off already. Let's continue on then. The next band. I know that Bohemian Rhapsody was a shocker of them all. But here's a song from a band that has been another one that I absolutely do admire. And this is from a band in heavy metal that I always do love. Iron Maiden. Now, I know that Iron Maiden is one of the greatest heavy metal bands of all time, and they have a discography that's just completely strong, with so many albums that are excellent, some that are very good. But the one song multiple times, it would have been Run to the Hills, but it's on their follow-up, Peace of Mind, The Trooper. I can't stand The Trooper any longer. Why do I have to say it? Because every time I think about other people's minds of making a list of their top 10 favorite Maiden songs of all time, The Trooper is always the most consistent one. It's a great song, but if I want to hear Peace of Mind, which is a very good album, sometimes I just want to not hear The Trooper. The overhype, the rave, the mentality of playing the shit out of this song, hearing these same things over and over and over again, I just turn it off. I'm sorry, but I can't stand The Trooper. It's still a song that has beautiful guitar harmonies, awesome vocals, and strong delivery. But it's never one of my top 10 favorite Maiden songs of all time. Not even in my top 20. I don't give a shit. Because there are so many Maiden songs that I absolutely love that I personally want to hear so much more than hearing The Trooper. Alright? The Trooper, I'm so bored with that song. So, yeah, Bohemian Rhapsody and The Trooper are mainly the ones that are going to piss a lot of people off, okay? Next band, ACDC. I love quite a lot of ACDC, mainly through the Bon Scott era. And I know some people say that some of the songs can be a little silly, like Big Balls, but Big Balls has a lot of balls to just be random. And I know some fans don't like it, but that's not the song that I choose. Out of all of the singles from this band, a lot of them are great, but it's on the Back in Black album. I would have said the title track, but I can't be bothered hearing the overplay of You Shook Me All Night Long. It is a song that just got really annoying over time, and the chorus just drives me insane, and people still think that this is a great song. Really? Highway to Hell, Problem Child, Whole Lot of Rosie, Riff Raff, but You Shook Me All Night Long just takes the piss. It is completely the most repetitive and preposterous single and song from AC/DC that I got so sick of hearing all the time through the radio. That's how much I really do not want to be bothered hearing this song again. So there you go. AC/DC's You Shook Me All Night Long. Now the next band on the 4th spot. I think that while Iron Maiden is one of my favourite bands of all time, this one is from my favourite heavy metal band of all time, which is Black Sabbath. I love many Sabbath albums, and I personally think that they are still the greatest in the genre. Now, loads of people will say Paranoid. I know that Paranoid has been so overplayed, but it is still a catchy song, and I think that's an overrated Sabbath song. But it has to go to Iron Man. Iron Man is a song that is basically a very typical choice for beginners to learn any metal riff on the guitar. And yes, it was catchy, and it still remains as that word, yet alone it is extremely recognizable, just like with War Pigs and Paranoid and the other classic songs from that album and many other Sabbath albums, obviously. But Iron Man is a song where I am pretty much done with, because it's another one of those Black Sabbath songs that never stands into my top 20 or even top 30. So it's still a good song, but I never cite that as one of the best Black Sabbath songs of all time. So the last band in my list, Pink Floyd. And I always cannot go wrong with Pink Floyd. They are one of my top favourite bands of all time. I love a lot of their records, and along with King Crimson, Pink Floyd have been my favourite prog rock band. But this is a song from The Wall, Another Brick in the Wall Part 2. That song really, really derails the purpose and the worth of what the point of this song is through a concept album, and they overplay the shit out of this song that it just got so mundane to even cope with it. I would have said Comfortably Numb, but Comfortably Numb has some of the greatest solos of all time. Another Brick in the Wall Part 2, nah, sick of this song. And The Wall is still a very good album, but if I hear Another Brick in the Wall Part 2, it's tiring, even if I want to listen to a concept album in full. But to hear that song, when I want to concentrate, sometimes I just want to skip it, because some people just don't understand that it is a part of a concept record, and it's like that they just don't give a shit. So, there you go. And with that being said, guys, that's my list. These 5 songs just pop straight into my head without even typing some notes. Apologies for my swearing, but I want to be seeing your comments. I want to see what your picks are in the comments down below. Thank you guys for watching, and as always, I will keep you guys posted for more videos in the near future.